Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the heavyweight bout between Mick Parkin versus Jamal Pogues. And how I feel about this right here is I'm going low confidence, Mick Parkin to beat Jamal Pogues. I say low confidence, right? But I think my biggest concern with Mick Parkins is, obviously experience. Obviously, this is his debut in the UFC. I didn't like the fact he got taken down twice by a guy who doesn't have a great wrestling in his contender series fight, but obviously still won, but not a good look. I feel like Jamal Pogues should be able to wrestle him up. That's my biggest concern. But ultimately why I'm leaning to Mick Parkin, the wrestling is a big factor that Pogues should have over him. But how long can Pogues do that? And how will training with Aspinall affect Mick Parkin? Yeah, how will training with Aspinall affect him? And also, I think overall Mick Parkin is the better overall fighter. I think striking, wrestling, grappling, and whatnot. But that wrestling issue can be a big issue that I feel like Pogues should be able to put on him. But for how long? We saw in the Josh Parisian fight, he looked pretty decent for the first round and a half. But then in the third round, he started to fade, and Parisian started to outstrike him. And that's supposed to be round you're supposed to be finishing Parisian or really dominate Parisian. Parisian has shown questionable cardio, but now you go in there and you struggling with him in the third round, you give up a takedown, and you're back in the third round. That's, even though there was like 20, 30 seconds left, that's still not a good look. And that leads me to my prediction. I think I'm not gonna say third round exactly. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go third round. I think it's gonna be a close fight. I think Jamal Pogues gonna come out looking like the favorite. Matter of fact, probably looking like a minus 500 favorite. Mark Parker's probably look okay on the feet, but his takedown is gonna look terrible, or terrible for the most part. And again, Pogues probably gonna look like a minus 500 favorite in the first round, maybe minus 400. Maybe I'm exaggerating that. Minus 400. Then the second round, be a little bit more competitive. Pogues probably start out how you start in the first round, but then you start to see Parkin get back to his feet easier, and Pogues struggle to get the takedown. Then you start to see Parkin alone on the feet more, been a more technical striker, and also the guy who can strike longer. Like that first round, Pogues striking look this is clean, maybe better. But the thing is, Pogues is not really the most complete striker. He could look, you could train, you could hit the bags and hit the mitts and all that stuff. But as far as can you really do that for 3 rounds, 4 rounds, 5 rounds, 10 rounds, and whatnot? That's when you start to see like, oh, this guy not really a striker like that. And I would say with Pogues, he's not really a striker like that, because even in the previous fight we saw him dip off, and then you start to see him look uncomfortable on the feet. That's not really a true striker. That's the guy who been going through the motions. So he got the skills, but only on a level of through the motions. Where I feel like Parkin really has the skills of striking down. Not that he's such an elite striker. He's still budding himself as well, but he's much more fluid, much more comfortable, is much more natural, and he should be able to strike for 3 rounds. 15 minutes if needed, where I feel like Pogues is going to have to strike in spurts. And I think the longer these spurts get, it's going to be an issue for Jamal Pogues. So again, first round he look good. Half of the second round probably look good. Probably be a close second round. They said Pogues definitely won the first round. Second round, we probably lean to Parkin. Probably could easily be a case where Pogues is up 2 rounds, but I'm leaning to probably a split decision type victory if it does go to a decision, but I'm going in stoppage. But yeah, Pogues first round, Parkin second round, but close second round. Third round, Parkin starts to really turn up and really take this round in third. Pogues start to keep going for takedowns, maybe even get one real desperado takedown. He gives up most of the energy. But then Parkin's able to get up, and then Pogues just probably start trying to hug him in the cage, just hold the lock in, and this exhausted, that exhausted grappling, just trying to hold on for a decision victory. But then gets his back taken, tapped out, third round submission for Mick Parkin. So I'm predicting Parkin to stay more consistent, and I'm predicting Pogues to fade, and also expecting Mick Parkin to make the better adjustments as the fight goes on, versus Pogues just start to fade out. And I think Parkin will take advantage. So in this one, I have Mick Parkin via third round submission.